What's going on, guys? I'm here at the Sony PS Vita Pub Crawl, and I'm here talking with Vander. How you doing today?
Great.
So you invented a game that got a lot of interest sparked last year at E3, Papo Yo, and now we've had a chance to get some hands-on time. You've made a very creative, colorful, interactive puzzle game here. I got to tell you, I'm very impressed.
Thank you very much.
So tell us a little bit about Papo Yo. What's the story?
So Papo Yo is a game inspired in my childhood. My father was an alcoholic, and I had a really hard childhood, and I escaped by playing video games. So starting that I'm an adult, I wanted to create a game that kids can play and go back and actually experience, get empowered by the game, but also experience a bit of the fact of having a monster that can be good and it can be bad. It's the sorts of gray of life that I want people to explore. Because it's not about being good or bad. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Mario, but Mario is good and monster is bad. And life is not like that. I want to change that. I want people to see all the grays of life.
There's a duality to everybody, essentially. Awesome. So how does this sort of empowerment play out in the game? What do you do in the game that gives you this sensation?
So empowerment, so this demo does not show you the monster and the relationship with the monster. What I want to show with this demo is that this game is not only an art indie game, that is a really fun and polished AAA game that you can have fun playing. So on the empowerment side, it is that the chalk drawings that the little girl Alejandra draws make wonderful things happen in the world. And for example, when you take a card box, a painted card box, and you lift it up and somebody moves a house, you go like, oh, people go like, wow, this is amazing. And just playing with the whole world, like just being able to pull out a handle and move a complete house or break a house in half.
Nice, excellent. Now, one thing that I particularly like about your game is there's no action to it in the sense of violence. Like, there's action in the sense that you're accomplishing things and you're interacting with the environment, but you never like try and kill anything or anything like that.
I did many shooters in the past. I was design director for Army of Two, so I did enough of killing minorities. So I wanted to create a game that you're the victim. In fact, so suddenly you're weak. So suddenly, it's not implemented in the game yet, but you guys are gonna see. Papo Yo is not a game about collecting and getting a bigger and a bigger shield. Papo Yo is about losing your shield and be fragile and vulnerable.
Awesome. Well, it's a really unique and creative concept, and I cannot wait to see more. What would you like people to take away from Papo Yo when they're done playing it? Like, what kind of feelings do you want to inspire in people?
I want people to actually feel the sadness and the joy of life.
That is a heavy order, but I think that you can do it. You have created quite a colorful and creative game. Now I noticed a lot of it resembles like the slums of Brazil and stuff like that. Is that like where you grew up? What? The lower income areas of like Brazil, the colorful houses.
So I was born in Colombia, and then the name favelas is come from Brazil. But favelas, like shanty towns, they look the same, all alike in the world. It's incredible. When we started doing research, we could find places in India that look like the shanty towns, the favelas in Brazil or in Colombia or in Ecuador.
So it's just kind of this kind of impoverishedness is like a universal language almost?
Yeah, so what I want to do is I want to bring people to this poor place and make them experience this poor place and actually don't be afraid of it. Like, favelas are really vibrant communities, and a lot of millions of people live there. Not everyone is bad. And I want to take away that portrait of modern warfare that you get there to a favela with a shotgun, you kill 300 people, and you think everyone is evil. I think that is a disconnection from reality. And I want to bring people and say, look, there's a lot happening there. and it's not an evil world.
Awesome. Well, your game is great, and I hope that people get this message and play Papo and Yo. When is this going to be coming out?
Later this year.
Later this year? All right. Well, we'll keep an eye out for it. And it's just on PlayStation Network, right?
Yes, it's exclusive for PlayStation.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us today. We really appreciate it. Your game is definitely very unique, and I'm sure it's going to be one of those games that people talk about when they refer to games as art.
Thank you very much. I hope people like it.
All right. Thank you.